Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be playing some Momir Basic. Now, Momir Basic is a very strange Magic format in which you have a 60 card deck. I suppose 61, sort of. It's going to be 60 basic lands and one Momir Vig avatar. And Momir Vig is all about what the game's about. So, here he is. Basically, what you do is pay X and discard a card. It's always going to be a land. To put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of any creature from the entirety of Magic from the beginning to now, with a converted mana cost equal to however much you paid for X. You can only do it once and once a turn, and you can only do it at sorcery speed. So you'll notice that I have sort of a strange assortment of lands here. You might think, you know, you need basic lands. There's all these different activations. You should probably just have, 12 of each. And if you buy the Momir event deck from the store, which is only a little under $10, so Momir is incredibly cheap. That's one of the reasons why it's so great. And it also comes with these Guru lands, which are pretty awesome. I don't know where the other ones are, but there we go. The thing is, the best activations are going to be red and black. So you're going to want to skew your mana base towards mostly red because of things like fire breathing. Like fire breathing is a big thing. And then there's also really good black activations. So as you can see, I'm weighted heavily towards red and black. The other reason why you want to be weighted towards red and black is because Forest Walk, Island Walk, and Plains Walk are more prevalent than Mountain Walk and Swamp Walk. In fact, I think Forest Walk is the most prevalent one, as is Island Walk. And not as much Plains Walk, but more so than Swamp and Mountain. So basically what we're going to be trying to do is play out, mostly mountains and swamps and be discarding plains and islands and things unless we need them. So while we're waiting, I think I'm going to go over a little bit of Momir strategy. So if you were to play out a creature every single turn, discarding a land as you do it, you play a land, discard a land on turn 1, play a land, discard a land on turn 2 to get a 1-drop, 2-drop. If you do that for each turn, you're going to sort of max out at 6 drops, just because you're discarding cards, so you're going to end up where you won't have 0 lands in hand, and you'll just be drawing 1 land each turn. So you can't play a land and discard 1, so you're going to be stuck at 6. So that's no good, because of course, usually in Magic, the higher the converted mana cost, the more powerful the creature, the more powerful the spell, whatever. And the distribution of creatures and the tendency of how good the creatures are is weighted in such a way that 8 drops are the bee's knees. That's where you want to be. So in order to make it so that you get to 8 drops, it's different depending on whether you're on the play or on the draw. Because if you're on the draw, you get an extra card. And the basic idea is you're going to have to skip some drops in order to get to 8. So if you're on the play, remember you would get to 6 if you played 1 each turn. So you're going to have to skip 2 drops in order to get to 8. So, of course, which ones should you skip? I think, and I haven't played a lot of Momir, but obviously you're going to skip 1, because 1 is all going to be 1/1s and 0/1s and just generally bad creatures. And then here's where the controversy comes in. Do you skip your 2-drop or your 3-drop? Because there's some really great 2-drops, even a 2/2 for 2 is sometimes better than your 3-drop will be. And there's any of the mirrors that tap for mana. That's another thing. Anything that gives you mana, extra mana, is just busted in Momir, because if you're making 11 drops every turn and your opponent is stuck making 6 drops because they don't know about the basic strategy, you're gonna beat them easily. So there's lots of 2-drop ramp creatures. So some people might argue, skip the 1-drop, skip the 3-drop, and that's probably a good strategy, because the 3-drops are usually 2/2s, the 2-drops are usually 2/2s. So it makes sense to me, but I honestly haven't played enough to get a good feel for it myself. I'm just sort of going off of what I've learned from watching other people play. So that's if you're on the play. So if you're on the draw, that means that you only have to skip 1, right? If you're playing a card every turn, you would max out at 7. So you skip 1, you'll max out at 8. So which one to skip? Like I said before, obviously the 1-drop. It's always going to be a crappy little 1/1. So the general strategy is, if I'm on the draw, skip 2. If I'm on the play, skip 2. If I'm on the draw, skip 1. That's going to be the basic strategy. And for the most part, going to be otherwise playing a creature every turn. Often, you'll get a creature with an activated ability, but the activated ability won't be quite as strong as, say, just playing another 6-drop, another 7-drop, or whatever. Oh, look, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. See if I can make this a little bigger. I guess the lands don't matter too much, do they? Nobody really needs to see those. Always keep. Always keep in Momir. There's no reason to mulligan. Okay, so opponent is on the play. We're on the draw. He's going to go ahead and do a 1-drop. It's a crappy little... Oh, he's going to do a 0-drop. It's a 0/1. That is awful. So since we're on the draw, that means we're skipping our 1-drop, but we're going to play a 2-drop. That's what's going to happen. Interesting. Okay. We're going to discard a plains because we have 2. And we don't need to be playing plains anyways. I don't have any wastes in my deck, unfortunately. But, 2/1 for 2, that's about as good as we could expect. Not crazy good, not crazy bad. Ooh, a 0/2. That's pretty bad. We're definitely going to be attacking in. We're going to start by playing a 3-drop, though. And the reason being is because we might get something that's hasty, or we might get something that would make combat better for us. Okay, that's actually really good. Flyers are insane in Momir, because the ground is going to get clogged up very quickly. And that evasion is what's going to win us the game. He's going to chump. As you can see, that 0/1 was just a total waste of time. Is he going to skip his 4-drop? That's very inadvisable. I would not recommend skipping your 4-drop. Let's get rid of an island, I think. Maybe forest. Let's get rid of forest. Ooh, yeah, we're not doing that. But a 2/2 flyer is totally fine. I foresee us winning this game. I think we're gonna get there. He's gonna go for the 5-drop. Hopefully it is something crappy. 3/3 flyer is not bad. Okay, so enters with 3 counters. You can pay 1 to remove a counter to put a 1/1. Oops, a 1/1 onto the battlefield, only as a sorcery. And then he can pay 1 and sacrifice a Thopter to put a 1/1 onto it. Okay. Alright, so let's make a creature, see what we can do about this guy. Get rid of a plains. Here we go, this is a flyer that can beat in against that guy. Huh. Okay, so it's just a 3/3 flyer. We're definitely not skipping our next attack step with Avizoa, so I don't think we can really attack in here, because I don't really want to lose one of my flyers. I mean, if I attack in with everything, I get in for 4, he goes to 18, but we lose, you know, a 2/3. I just don't like it. It doesn't really seem worth it to get in for 4. We can swing in with the Bloodlord next turn. Let's see what our opponent gets. Oh, I should, let's see. 5/5 trample. Return another creature. Ooh, that is really crappy. Oh, that is so crappy for my opponent. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. All the creatures are tokens, so bounce essentially says super duper exile whatever creature you're bouncing. Like, there's no way it's ever coming back. So anything that says bounce a creature, as long as it's not your creature, it's really good. Let's get rid of the plains. Okay. Starting to get to the point where I should probably get rid of this thing. So we have a Shivan Dragon with fire breathing. This is why we're playing all these mountains. So that's insanely good. We're totally going to win. And we're just going to swing in with all of our flyers and just get in for a ton of damage here. And we're just going to start racing. Immobilizer Eldrazi is basically going to be a chump blocker for later in the game. He's kind of, you know, outlived his usefulness by killing his chump blockers. I keep forgetting, I should auto yield to that, but I keep forgetting to, I keep skipping through it. Hexproof, as long as it's attacking, for each creature you control, you may have that creature assign its damage as though it weren't blocked. That's really good. That's really, really good. We're doing so much damage in the air, though, that I don't think it really matters. We're definitely taking 5 here, because not only does it... Or no, it has trample, so... 2, 4, 7. Awesome. We did it. We got there. I don't think he should have conceded. Where were we? 7, 12. I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad. But he wasn't going to die next turn. He still had 1 more out. Like, he still could have gotten there. But yeah, there's obviously no sideboarding because it's all just basic lands. I mean, I could put some wastes or something. Actually, I can't because I, you know, don't have a sideboard of wastes. But anyways, let's just run it back. We are gonna destroy this guy. I'm feeling very confident right now. He's gonna play first. We're gonna keep. Got a bunch of mountains and swamps just the way we like it. He's going to make a 1-drop because he dumb. Destroying an artifact is actually a pretty good ability. Assuming I ever get an artifact, which I have absolutely no control over. But yeah, so we are on the draw. That means we're skipping 2 phases. Or 2 drops, rather. We've already skipped the first one. Now it's just a matter of skipping the second one. Okay, let's play a Montaigne. Do I want to... Or no, wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm still new to this. We're on the draw, so we actually only skip 1. So we're going to play a 2-drop. And we're going to discard a forest, because we have 2 of them. If we need one later on, we'll have it. We got a 4-1. Oh my goodness. And it's just going to... The problem is it's just going to run straight into the 1-1. But I guess I could just keep it back as a good blocker. But it's basically never going to get sacrificed. I'm never going to have to sacrifice it because there's no spells. There are abilities, but that's not, you know, insanely relevant. Okay, I'm going to always yield to save some time. Interesting. That's kind of worthless. 2-3 for 3 is not horrible in Momir, though. He should attack here, I think. Maybe not, actually. No, he shouldn't, because then I swing back. Yeah, I definitely think that we're going to go ahead and keep the 4-1 back. I don't really want to trade it for a 1-1. We're going to play a 3-drop. Discarding a forest once again. I think I like this one a little bit more. A 1-3. Can become the creature type of my choice, if I so choose later on. The casting thing does not matter. Creature spells that I cast don't matter because I don't cast any creature spells. But I can change that guy's creature type later on, like I said, if I so choose. Which might be relevant, you know. Two with Infect. That's actually not bad. Nice little board stall going. First one of us to get flyers is probably going to win. Let's get rid of the forest. 2-2. Oh my goodness. Return target creature to its owner's hand. That is just disgusting. And 2 damage to target creature? Wow, okay. We may want to skip some turns to kill some of his stuff. And I'm glad I didn't discard the island. Hopefully we can pick up another island. Let's see what sort of shenanigans... Oh, 2-3 flyer. I don't know what Soul Shift does. When it dies, you may return Spirit card. Nope, that's not going to happen because there's not going to be any Spirit cards in the graveyard. There's a second island. That is insanely good for us. What am I going to do? I think I'm still going to make a 5-drop. I feel like making a 5-drop is going to be better than whatever the heck else it is that I do. Oh, killing stuff. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, definitely like Mercfiend Liege. Other green creatures get +1/+1. Other blue creatures get +1/+1. So if they're green and blue, they get +2/+2. Untap all green and or blue creatures you control during each other player's untap step. So now that this Frostwalker is a 5/2, he doesn't just get eaten right here. So I kind of want to swing with him. And I don't think I want to swing with the 2/4 because he can double block it pretty profitably. But the 5/2 seems good to attack with. I don't mind him trading any one of these guys from my 2-drop. You know, this is a 4-drop, this is a 5-drop, this was a 3-drop. Anything that he blocks, yeah, that's totally fine. Tote's fine. The Frostwalker might have made a better blocker. But you know, whatever. See what he's got. Oh, I meant to get rid of this. What you got? 5/4 trample. Multicolored creatures have trample. Okay, not busted. Interesting. Very interesting. I think. Oops. God damn it. Ah! I made a mistake. I meant to block. Definitely did not mean to tap. Well, that's kind of poopy. I don't really want to make my 4/4 into a 2/2 because of the infect. So I think I'm actually going to take this. I was totally ready to just block here. But I'm only taking 2 and 2 infect, which really isn't a big deal. He's going to proliferate at some point when that dies, and I'll become 3 infect, but that's fine. Okay, so here's what we do. I could make a 6-drop. I could just bounce his guy. That seems really good. Bounce his guy, make a 4-drop. I kind of want to do that. It also lets me swing in. I think I'm going to do that. Yep. This seems busted. Seems real busted. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. No exiled cards, so that super doesn't matter. We're going to get in for some damages. I think I don't mind trading the Strider for the Prowler on the Crackback. It's a fair bit of damage going through. Oh, right. I forgot these untap. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Uh-oh. 3/7 flyer. Whenever a creature with flying attacks, you can draw a card, so he's going to be able to ramp. What I really need is a... I sort of like my 2/4 more than I like this 3/2, honestly. So that's why I'm trading there, instead of making this into a 0/2 and keeping the 3/2. Gonna proliferate, put me at 3. That's probably not relevant at all. This is great because I can just bounce his guy and swing again, which is like really good. I know I should be doing this like at the end of his turn, but the way that I have it set up just does not allow for that right now, unfortunately. I could be getting a 7-drop. I am getting you know, a 5-drop instead at the cost of oh, Shadow. Oh, that's so good. That is so incredibly good. Oh, we're totally gonna win this game. We win. We just win. This is insane. We're gonna get in for 6 here. He's probably gonna chump, I think, at this point. Nope. Wow. Okay. Does not seem smart. God, this is... Oh, Murkfiend Liege. So good. So good. I think at this point we should probably start making 8-drops. Oh, it would just be so good to bounce that, though. Like, bounce that, swing again. Like, my god. We're just winning at that point. Like, that's so good. This card. This card. Nightscape Master. Holy moly. And notice that even though we have our mana base so skewed towards swamps and mountains, we still managed to get double blue, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, we're just gonna keep abusing. Oh, he's got Shroud. Oh yeah, he's got Shroud. That's right. Forgot about Shroud. Forgot about the Shroud. Um, hmm. I mean, we can still get in for 4. Getting in for 4 is really good. Let's make an 8 drop and see what we get. A 2/2. Wow. Target creature you control has base power and toughness 7/7 until end of turn. That's actually not bad, because we can make all of our guys into 7/7s and swing next turn. And that's busted. That is straight up busted. So we're going to attack with the Shadow guy. And that's good. Wait a minute. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to Imperial Archangel instead. Oh no. How am I going to get past that? Oh, I'm just going to deal a lot of damage to him. That's how I'll deal with it. I'm going to bounce whatever he plays here. I'm going to make all my guys into 7/7s. And then I'm going to, going to bounce this guy. He's probably not going to attack. I think it would be really dumb of him to attack. Would not be a smart attack. Okay, so here's what we do. Gonna bounce this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna attack with everything, I think. Alright, alright. That's fine, because that's still a 2-for-1. Because this is going to deal... Oh, he just dies. What is he thinking? Oh, that's right. What am I thinking? That's the question. What the heck am I thinking? Well, my Merc Fiend Liege is gone, which kind of sucks, but I think we still have this game in the bag. So I could play this Forest. Not making a 2-drop, I don't think. That would let us go to 9. I don't know if that's actually worth it. Maybe it would actually be better just to get another attacker on the field. Screw it. Let's do it. I know this is kind of dumb. Whatever. Okay, it's a 2-drop. Or it's a 2/2. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. It's another thing to become a 7/7, so... Let's see what he's got. That does not win him the game. GG's. So... Nice. We did it. So that is Momir Basic. Let me know what you thought. I love the game. I think it's great. Let me know if you want to see more of these videos, and I'll do more of them. I'd be happy to. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.